Hello. What you're looking at is an Invacare power chair. That's the TDX SP. TDX stands for the Total Driving Experience. Invacare is quite proud of this chair, this particular model. The way this one's equipped, that chair would have sold probably well in excess of $6,000 new. Now, I've got the chair up off the ground using some makeshift blocks here. As you can see, the front casters are on lawnmower wheels, the back casters are on some other wheelchair wheels with some a little sheet of plastic above that. That's to get the wheels off the ground so I can demonstrate the motion of the wheels without having to sit in it and drive it across the driveway and try to get somebody else to video this for me. So what we've got here, we took the front cover off of the machine. There's the cover. Behind the cover is the battery box. That holds two, I believe they're called NF22. It's like a 55 amp hour wheelchair battery. They're not too expensive, about $100 a piece, depending on where you get them. In other words, if you buy them online or just go to a battery outlet store, if you go to Invacare and buy that battery, you might pay $300 for it, but you're paying a lot of markup. So the batteries are about $100 a piece. What I've done is taken some 6-volt batteries, 6, 12, 18, 24. So there's one of my batteries, 24 volts there. And it's linked to my two cables. And here's, again, 24 volts here. These are in series. And then the two banks are paralleled into the main cables. So your batteries get stored underneath the seat. Okay, so we've got power to the unit. Let's see if it works. Next critical component here. Let's go to our control and off, on, and drive select. So let's turn it on and watch the screen. Booting. Invacare. And we happen to be in drive 3. This is the speed for level. We can change to drive 4, D4, and that's the speed for going over ramps, up ramps and over curbs. This is a slow speed. Drive 1 is indoor average. Drive 2 is outdoor moderate. On the far right of the screen tells us our battery charge. On this screen, the wheelchair comes up and it says ready to drive. This button here, when we push and hold this button, will bring up a new screen telling us what components are a part of this chair. You might have to refer to a user manual. See? Connected devices. And then it says release mode switch. Okay? Now I'm going to demonstrate some of these devices that are connected. Okay, this lever, this toggle, or this joystick here, does our tilt, recline. If we go into the recline position, back, we'll notice that the leg supports come up. As the leg supports come up, the back begins to move back and recline. And continues to recline until it reaches almost flat. Now this is already sitting at an angle because of the thinner blocks here, thicker blocks here. Alright, now if we push it back again, the process reverses. Leg rests go down, back comes up. The leg rests get to their position quicker than the backrest gets to its position. So this tells us that all these mechanisms that control the reclining of the back, the mechanisms here that control the elevating of the leg rest, these are all working components. Now if I only wanted to do one at a time, we'd take the lever and move it to the right. Well, left, then right. And notice the legs come up. But the back stayed in a vertical position. So, take the leg rest back down. And so you can see the independent operation. Both of them. Okay. Now let's observe the operation of the drive motors. We'll go back up here. We're going to put this in drive 3 because that's the fastest speed. And then notice here is a speed dial. D3 is the fastest range, where it will reach about 5.8 miles per hour at top speed. So I'm going to bring this back. Then I'm going to toggle the stick forward, and as I toggle the stick forward, notice that the wheels begin to turn very slowly, but I can increase the speed by rotating the speed dial. Okay. And I slowed back down. Now let's go reverse. Toggle switch, or not, I call it a toggle, it is a toggle, but it's the joystick. Pull the joystick back. Now let's increase the speed again. Motor's operating smooth, quiet. So we know the left side works. This is D4. Let's go to the maximum setting. Now for climbing a curb, going up a ramp, we don't get quite as much speed. This is D1. D2. D3, which we've already seen. Now let's go to the other side. Joystick forward. Now let's see what happens when we try to make a right turn. Notice this wheel goes backwards. Left turn. This wheel goes forward. Nice, quiet, smooth operation again. We'll move back to the other side. Right. This wheel should go forward. Left. And this wheel reverses. I may not have the camera lined up very good. Okay, that's left. That's right. Okay. Well, I think that pretty well covers most of the items. As you can see, the chair needs a new padded armrest on this side. All these connections are quick connects and quick disconnects. So that means that these components can be removed and put on another chair without much problem in terms of wiring, because they just connections snap together. All of these are components. They just stack. These little clips slide off. these little outside clips just slide off, and as you slide the clips off, you can separate these out. Let's take a look at the chair date of manufacture. I don't know if this is going to show up and be legible or not, but we've got an item number LA31-U287-01, production date 9/5/2008. These will hold 300 to 400 pounds. We've got the weight for an individual, 300 to 400 pounds, depending on the way it's set up. And it's very adjustable because all of these rails are slotted, and we can loosen and tighten and get the adjustments ideal for the person, the size of their body, and so forth. So it's a very expensive chair, new. This one's not new. It has a tremendous amount of valuable parts, or can be used just as it is. All it will need, probably, as far as I can tell, is a set of new batteries. Batteries are not that expensive. So my idea probably is to either offer the wholesale chair, the whole chair, as a unit on eBay. You will have to come pick it up, or possibly just part it out, because it's worth probably more as parts than it is as a chair. But it's always nice to keep something like this together, because somebody needing a chair like this, and if they don't have Medicare insurance, maybe can't afford the $6,000 to $7,000, even $8,000 or $9,000 that some places would charge for this chair. So hope you've enjoyed and learned something by watching the video. And again, I think it pretty well demonstrates that everything seems to be working about it. Go back into the one. And we're going to power this unit off, and we're going to end the video too. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.